Hey guys, it's me here again, back with another review, and this time it's a classic Tobe Hooper film, The Texas Chain Saw Massacre. Now, as I said, it's a film by Tobe Hooper. He and Kim Henkel, I think the guy's name is, wrote it. It stars Marilyn Burns, Edwin Neal as the hitchhiker, Gunnar Hansen as Leatherface, and Paul A. Partine as Franklin. Now, first thing I want to say here is the acting in this movie is actually phenomenal, especially Edwin Neal. He does such a good job at playing the hitchhiker, and he plays him in a way that he's crazy, but without being too over the top crazy. He just does a phenomenal job. Gunnar Hansen is great as Leatherface, and Marilyn Burns, I think you could redub the scream queen because she's just a phenomenal actress, and she has some of the best screams I've heard in any horror movie. Um, but the film is about Sally and Franklin, which are portrayed by Paul A. Partine and Marilyn Burns, and I think it's their grandmother or grandfather is buried up in Texas, and there's been some grave robberies going on, and they want to go up there to check to make sure his or her grave hasn't been robbed. So they bring a few friends along with them on the way. So they go up there to check, and then they're staying at, I think it's their grandparents' house. But unfortunately, that house happens to be almost next door to a house full of cannibals and a chainsaw wielding maniac. That's the basic plot. Can't really say too much more about it. Now, one thing that I love about this movie is the realism of the movie. It's shot almost like a documentary. It's very raw looking. It's very dirty and gritty. It was very well shot. It's just um shows everything I love about these older kind of almost exploitation style movies. I just love the realism of it. Um, I also like I was saying, it's just shot so well, and you could maybe watch it and think it's shot badly, but it's meant to be dirty looking and gritty looking and stuff like that. And I'm sorry that I keep on repeating there, but just can't emphasize on how well it was shot. Um, like I said, the acting's good. This movie has pretty much no score, which is actually a plus because I feel the score would take away from the realism of it. It would kind of take you out of that and be distracting. So I'm glad there's no score. There are a few noises. If you've seen it, you'll know what I mean. And those noises actually work well. But like I said in my Halloween review, music will make or break a horror movie. And the absence of it counts as that too. But it works very well in this movie. Um, One thing I like about it is how loud everything is. This movie is incredibly loud when it needs to be, and this is a very, very intense movie, and it comes across like that without being gory at all, really. There's like no gore in it. But like I was saying, it's very intense, and especially at the dinner scene, and that scene gets really loud, and it helps to add to the intensity level because everything is just so chaotic. There's so much going on, and they make it really loud. So it definitely that scene's just absolutely amazing, and so is the chase scene. But the volume, like I said, I keep on repeating myself here though, but the volume helped the intensity there and worked so well. Um, I don't know really too many other things to say about the movie. I had something else I wanted to say, but I can't remember it, so I'm going to go on to the Blu-ray now, and as I'm reviewing the Blu-ray, I'll let you know, but if I think of it, it has the same art for the cover as the Ultimate Edition DVD. The Ultimate Edition DVD is in a tin, I'm pretty sure, so if you already have the Ultimate Edition DVD, even if you do upgrade to this, I'd keep it because the tin's kind of cool, but this still managed to get that holographic look to it, which I think is meant to replicate the tin. On the back, I think the back is the same as the tin. I never owned the Ultimate Edition. I had the standard DVD, which is like that. It's like the one with the chainsaw on it and the black background, really bland looking. It's kind of decent on features, doesn't really have much. But if you have that DVD of it, then definitely upgrade to this. The picture quality on this movie, well, first I'll show the inside. Has a reversible case. I really like that. and they actually managed to keep the raw and gritty look to the picture here. I don't know whether you can see that. And then the other side, I think, just has just like kind of the more of the room in the background. Then the disc shows that part of them at the dinner. Shows them at the dinner. It's partly from the probably from the dinner scene. Sorry, I can't really think too well there, but not too big on the disc art. I mean, I prefer stuff more simple, but this is definitely worth an upgrade because the picture looks phenomenal. It still has that raw, gritty, realistic look, but it looks a bit cleaned up and it just looks phenomenal, even on a standard TV. I mean, it's definitely worth the upgrade for improved picture. There's a screen cap of it, to give you an idea. Like I said, it just looks phenomenal. This is loaded with special features. It has the shocking truth, flesh wounds, a tour of the house with Gunnar Hansen. That's got to be pretty awesome. Theatrical trailers, TV spots, radio spots, still gallery, deleted scenes, outtakes, blooper reel, shocking truth outtakes. It's just loaded with features. I'm pretty sure that Ultimate Edition has all these features, but I mean, I don't think they're in HD. I'll look here. Yeah, I don't think they're in HD, but it also has commentaries and a remastered original mono soundtrack. So it's just loaded. If you don't already own the movie, definitely just pick the Blu-ray up. It's definitely worth it. It's not too badly priced. You won't regret it. If you already own the DVD, definitely pick this up. Even if you already own the Ultimate Edition, definitely pick it up. It's worth it for the improved picture quality, and it also has a Blu-ray exclusive feature called Off the Hook. So if you want to feel complete and have the definitive edition of this movie, you should buy the Blu-ray. This is the only Blu-ray available of it, but definitely, even if you already own the Ultimate Edition DVD, pick this up. Oh yeah, that's it. It says right here, special features aren't in HD, but the movie itself looks so nice that you shouldn't even really care. This is definitely one of the greatest movies ever made. It's definitely in my top 5 movies, and not just for horror movies, just movies in general. This is a must buy and own and watch. I can't emphasize that enough. I'm trying to think if I had anything else to say about it. Yeah, I think that's it. There's still something else I wanted to say about the movie itself that I can't seem to remember. I think it had to do something with how this movie was. Oh yeah, one thing I loved about this movie is how shocking it was. And it's definitely, yeah, that's what I want to say. It's one of the first. It is the first slasher. I'm pretty sure. I watched a documentary, and they said this predated Black Christmas, which also came out in '74. And they call it a pure slasher, meaning it's the darkest. I mean, some of the slashers that come out after this didn't have as much balls. I mean, this movie really had some serious balls. It's definitely a pure slasher in terms that it's really dark. It's dark, it's shocking, it's horrifying. This movie wasn't afraid to disgust people and make them feel appalled. When this was actually banned in Britain for a while, audiences at first were disgusted by this movie and shocked and just horrified. This, I really respect that they weren't afraid to push it as far as they can. That's one reason why I love horror so much is sometimes they're not afraid to push it and like disgust people and you know what I mean. But that's one thing I loved about this movie. It just felt so real, and that added to the shock value and how horrifying it was. I mean, supernatural stuff can be scary, but something that seems so real, especially with the marketing campaign. They did such a good job marketing this movie and making it seem like it was actually real. But anyways, that's all I have to say about this movie. Definitely a must watch and own. That's all I have until next time. Bye.